It's she's recording now.
All right.
Okay. Where do you want to start? What did you think of Starship Troopers? How about that? Just broad as possible. Would you recommend it?
Yes. Yes.
Well, there you have it.
I would recommend it.
When I was in London, Netflix had everything. Like, it had every movie.
You said they had Always Sunny, too.
Yeah, they had Always Sunny in Philadelphia. They had Annihilation on Netflix. Anyway.
That's great. Okay.
Anyway, we're watching Starship Troopers.
Starship Troopers!
No. Okay. We can just go based off of the plot of the film.
Okay.
So first it starts with the news.
Yeah.
Young people from all over the globe are joining up to fight for the future.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part too.
They're doing their part. Are
That's
you? Join
so
the mobile
unsettling.
infantry and save the world. Service guarantees citizenship.
RoboCop actually starts the exact same way. It world builds like almost the exact same way.
This has so much in common with RoboCop for lots of reasons.
Yeah.
Anyways.
We're gonna talk a lot about RoboCop.
We're going to talk so much about RoboCop.
In RoboCop, it starts off with the situation in Detroit, news with that, and then an advertisement for an artificial heart. So it's setting up,
okay.
RoboCop and also setting up. It's very cool.
Cool?
The bugs send another meteor our way. But this time, we're ready. Planetary defenses are better than ever.
The effects in this always surprise me. I remember them being bad, and then I watch it, and I'm like, there's a lot of good shit in it.
Yeah.
That miniature kind of...
Brutal gravitational forces produce an unlimited supply.
That looks bad.
Yeah, that looks very bad. RoboCop, the first thing I thought was early 2000s original Disney Channel movies. Because it has the same font. And
Yeah, that was graphic design in the 90s. They loved fake 3D stuff.
Yes, fake 3D. The shiny,
because it looked so perfect in CG, and CG was so new to them that they were like, "This is incredible! This looks
incredible.
amazing.
This is the pinnacle of design." I liked the movie. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I thought it was.
I don't want to say I'm disappointed, but I do want to capture you being upset by a movie that made you watch at some point. Not that's
fair.
my goal ever.
It's kind
but
of your goal, and that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, I just
that's
pushing your boundaries,
Yeah.
sweetheart. I don't know what to tell you.
It definitely pushed my boundaries when I watched it, because you told me not to do any research beforehand. And
Yes.
I like doing research before I watch a movie, but he made me wait. So then I was sitting there, and I
watched the movie as it's intended.
watched the movie as it's intended, which
First.
is fine. But when the teacher started talking about doing military service to vote,
Yeah.
Wishful thinking at its worst. People who forget that always pay. Rico,
cute.
what's the moral difference, if any, between a civilian and a citizen?
A citizen accepts personal responsibility for the safety of the body politic, defending it with his life. A civilian does not.
The exact words of the text. But do you understand? Do you believe it?
I don't know.
Of course you don't. I doubt anyone here would recognize civic virtue if it reached up and bit you in the ass.
I have thoughts about that, but I don't know how to articulate them right now. Paul Verhoeven has a cool career. I didn't know that before I started doing research. But
Tell me about Paul Verhoeven's.
so he's been making movies for 50 years. He started in 1960, but he made his most iconic things in the 70s in his language of origin, which is Dutch. And he made a whole bunch of movies that got really famous in the 70s. then he went to Hollywood, and then he made RoboCop,
Your move,
and then he
creep.
filled around in Hollywood for a few years and made a couple of other movies. But before that, he did movies called Turkish Delight, which is a like romantic drama. He did Soldier of Orange, which was another war film.
And these are all Dutch.
Yeah.
Maybe we should watch them.
But the last movie he made was in 2021, so he's still like active and doing stuff. He's made movies in Dutch, English, and French, which is super cool.
Yeah.
Did you think that this movie was gonna make me more angry, or what? What did you think about how it was going to?
I thought
react to this
you.
movie?
I thought that you were gonna think that it was gross. That's pretty much
Okay.
it. I thought you were gonna
Fair.
think it was gonna grow, and then I also thought that you would think that the fascist stuff was very interesting, and you did.
Yes. Yes. I also thought it was gross, though. There were
It
a
is
couple
a little
moments when I got a little nauseous.
When
with
they're pulling
stuff.
the guts out of the bugs at the beginning, oh, so good.
That part
Especially the
grossed
sound.
me out.
Oh. Insect society.
Oh, I don't like
understand
that.
They're relatively stupid, but their evolution stretches over millions of years. And now
Here, take this.
they can colonize planets by hurling their spore into space.
Okay, I think we got it. The heart. Where's the stomach?
She just throws up on herself.
When the character Carmen throws up in that scene, she's throwing up mashed bananas. Fun fact.
Oh, gross.
Yeah. I love that this was given to Paul Verhoeven and that Ed Neumeyer and
Yeah.
the producer John Davison had him in mind because he grew up in The Hague during the German occupation. So if anyone knows about
Good.
fascist dictatorships, it's Paul Verhoeven.
Yeah. He did. Yeah.
Yeah,
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Detail, Han. Good research.
thanks.
Yeah. What's his social security number?
Put your hand on that wall!
And this is what traumatized me.
Okay.
This part. I woke up on Christmas when I was 8 years old in the middle of the night, and this was what was playing, and I opened my eyes to this scene.
Phil Tippett did all the practical effects in this.
Yeah,
You know Phil Tippett?
I
Tell us about Phil Tippett.
did a little bit of research about him, but not enough.
Phil Tippett's the guy that got fired from Jurassic Park.
Really?
Yeah.
Why did you get fired from Jurassic Park? Can you tell me
because the CG guy took over.
why?
Yep, that's what happened. That's literally what happened.
That's so
He did
sad.
some stuff on the
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because that's not how movies work. You don't just get the up, you just
Yeah.
get demoted.
Hey! God damn it, Breckenridge! Clear my line of fire!
It's my helmet! Don't screw it up!
You're gonna blow the spark!
Damn!
Dumb shit!
What's the problem? Damn thing keeps getting in my way!
How come whenever something goes wrong, it's always you,
It
Breckenridge?
must be because I'm big and dumb!
Damn right!
I'm glad you missed that.
You know what? Me too.
Rico! You are relieved of squad command!
What do you think of Neil Patrick Harris in this movie?
I love Neil Patrick Harris, period. I think he's really
Really?
funny in this movie.
He's very funny.
He's very funny because he knows. His character doesn't
you
know,
think he's in on the joke?
but he knows, and everyone else plays it very straight.
I think you're right. I think he's in on the joke, but
Yeah.
we do need to acknowledge the joke. that
the
is
joke.
The casting of this movie.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
they cast the worst people on purpose. That's what
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
Because you don't see these people again.
They're in other
Maybe
things,
the
but you
girl-
don't see
yeah.
them.
Try another. So my psychic abilities are 0 and I'm unlucky. Now luck's not a factor.
I
No
love
one really knows what
Neil
some people are
Patrick
sensitive and
Harris.
some aren't.
Yeah, I do
Who
too,
knows?
actually.
Maybe it's a new
He's got a
stage of
ferret?
evolution. That's why they do these kind of federal studies.
Piercing.
But Cyrano,
Cyrano.
The ferret?
you don't play with
jeez.
me.
Oh.
Cyrano.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Disney's so sweet, too.
She's
When I
she's
showed
like my
this
favorite
movie-
character.
Yeah. When I showed this movie to Elijah, he kept just saying, like, I can't believe she's dead. Like, he was, like,
Oh.
mourning her.
You know
like,
what?
She's
Me
so
too.
hot.
Me, yeah. I'm with Elijah on that one. Why? It didn't start out as Starship Troopers. The writer Ed Neumeyer was trying to write something that was a weird bug war movie and a teen romance.
Are you saying the movie didn't start off?
Yeah, he
Okay.
started writing a script called Bug Hunt at
What?
Outpost 7, and then he brought
Wait,
it to
Bug
this.
Hunt at Outpost 7
Yes.
was the name of it?
Yes,
Jesus Christ.
but then he brought it to the producer John Davison, and he was like, "Hey, I think this is just Starship Troopers." That looks cool.
Out of the ashes of Buenos Aires comes first sorrow, then anger.
Ooh.
The only good bug is a dead bug.
In Geneva, the Federal Council believes
We must meet the threat
Okay.
with our valor.
Seeing your visceral reaction to that was the only thing I wanted out of this whole experience.
Great. Did you know that Starship Troopers was based on a book? Robert Heinlein, very interesting person.
Okay. Oh, you researched him?
I researched him.
Wow,
'cause I
ladies
thought-
and gentlemen.
That was also interesting. But he had a lot of military experience, but he wrote Starship Troopers as a serial first, and then as a novel.
Okay.
But he wrote it in the span of just a couple weeks in response to the US suspending nuclear tests. And he was a big advocate for nuclear testing. And had some interesting thoughts about
I see where this is going.
global
sour.
war and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Nuke 'em, Rico!
That looks kind of cool. That looks silly.
Actually, that looks. It looks a little like Power Rangers, but that's. Tight.
It looks so Power Rangers.
But I like Power Rangers. I love me some
Oh,
Power Rangers.
this whole-
So let's just talk about the end.
The end.
Do you like the ending of this movie?
I don't know.
What would you have it be instead?
I don't think I would change it. I just don't know if I like it.
I don't like the movie.
I like the movie. Okay, I like that this is satire because it doesn't have like a conclusive ending. Like, this is a coming of age story and everyone has their own like arcs,
Uh-huh.
but nothing gets solved at the end. Like, fascism doesn't go away.
You, wasn't it? You told me how to find Carmen. Well, that's classified.
You know, whenever the three of us are together,
Get
I
that
feel like
lady
things might just work out.
a medic. She's
You're right, Carmen.
she's got a hole in her shoulder. Like, ideally,
Well,
want
like
them to do.
there are true romances in the movie, and this is I
Yeah.
think another reason why it's this Love Square is like it shows like your stereotypical protagonist, stereotypical like love interest,
Mhm.
but they each have a love interest, right?
Yeah.
And they don't want, like, truly their relationship is based on, like, nothing.
Yeah.
Like, Rico loves her because he's a big dumb idiot.
Which is the most authentic high school relationship ever.
Yeah. They really have these other people that they should be in love with.
Yeah.
And both of them die due to this fascist society.
Yeah.
And then those two people fall in love, but their love is like vapid. It's like showing you, like, look, this abomination you call love is like what's left when you have a fascist society.
Yeah.
We have the ships. We have the weapons. We need soldiers. Soldiers like Lieutenant Stack Lumbridge.
Target area now, Captain.
And Captain Carmen Ibanez.
This is the captain speaking. All personnel on the
Soldiers like Private Ace Levy and Lieutenant John Rico.
He
said the thing.
I went on
Silly
some weird
cult classic.
tangents when we were filming our talking, or not our talking, but our
But our
actual watching.
actual watching, yeah, I think you did too. But it was fun.
It was fun. Have you seen that TikTok that's like, it's like that guy that's like, what do you mean bugs? Seen that guy?
No.
Alright.
What do you mean, bud?
Well, I'll put it in the video, so I guess you'll just have to wait.
Okay.
I'm just taking care of people's bugs, sir.
What do you mean, bugs?